Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this week's episode of Mocktail Minutes. This is Bailey.
And this is Brianna.
This week, I am drinking the Bomb Pop proteins again. I don't think it's called Bomb Pop. It's called something else, but it tastes like a Bomb Pop.
The poppy one?
Collagen.
Lollipop? Oh,
No,
collagen.
the Vital Proteins collagen.
I haven't tried that. Is it good? I'm
Yeah,
assuming it's good.
I like it. I just went for it because they had it at Sam's, so it's like a big canister of it, but it's good. If you like
Yeah.
Bomb Pops, you like it. It's literally
Yeah.
just like drinking a melted Bomb Pop. So it is better if you have it really cold.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing a recess. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I'm doing tropical bliss.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Calm, cool, collected. Very opposite than how I feel today. So.
Maybe you can
Hmm.
like manifest it with the drink.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Mhm. Yeah.
Yes, I get that. Oh yeah. Holidays are crazy. Schedule is crazy right now. And
Yeah.
then trying to get everyone in before Thanksgiving next week. Are you taking Wednesday and Friday off for Thanksgiving?
Yeah. I'm taking Wednesday, Friday, but then I'm also taking that Monday off, which sounded like
Okay.
such a good idea. But then when you're trying to schedule clients, I'm like,
Yeah.
and then Christmas is like shortly after.
Oh my gosh, it's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah. So I'm
But
telling
we're gonna
myself
get y'all
to be
in.
something. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll figure it out. We
Yes.
always
And we are actually talking today about holiday prepping, how to prep your body for the holidays.
yeah.
And because I asked one of my clients, I was like, "How you feeling going into Thanksgiving?" She's like, "Honestly, it's one day. I'm not really concerned about it." I don't like that mindset. And I used to be the dietitian that's just like, it's just one day. It's not a big deal when it comes to like the holidays. But if that is here's my thoughts on it. If that is your thought every holiday, every
Hmm.
weekend, every time you travel, it's not just one day
It's a
at this
lot.
point.
Yeah.
I mean, I think about it like for our Thanksgiving, let me look at the calendar. We have two places to go on Thursday. We have one place to go on Wednesday, and then we have one this coming Sunday, and then we have one the next Sunday. So if I went into every single one of those meals just being like,
Just one
I
day.
don't care, it's pumpkin pie for dinner, you are going to feel awful, and it's probably going to continue on for the next few weeks because you're just going to be on that sugar hangover. And
Yeah.
honestly, I think I'm to the point in my health and wellness journey that it doesn't even sound appealing to me. Like,
No.
so I don't think you should go into it as like, it's just one day.
Yeah.
Because is it actually?
I like to look at it as like it's a normal day, right? Like
Yeah.
I try to,
Hmm.
because I think people put a lot of pressure on it, like, oh my gosh, the holidays. But I'm like, if you just treat it as like a normal day, we are sitting down, having a normal meal, like we don't need to
Lots
make
of
it be this
oxygen.
like, yeah, this like thing where it's like this overly hyped thing. But
And
yes,
I
if you
think
have it,
it
the
might
whole
be
like
a
it's just a
little,
day. Yeah.
yeah. And I think it can be easy to kind of get overhyped because, I
Yeah.
mean, my dinners don't look like a Thanksgiving dinner every time where you
Yeah.
have like eight different sides. We have a very large family, so it's like everyone's bringing a side and we have the meat, like we have four different dessert options.
Mhm.
So it feels very different. The more you can normalize it,
Yeah.
the easier it'll be.
Yeah. And just thinking like we've talked about this before. A lot of times we get in like autopilot, like it's a holiday.
Hmm.
Autopilot is to like
Gobble till you wobble.
gobble till you wobble. I'm having all the sweets. I don't think I only get to do this once a year, but it becomes this thing where it's like we're hyping it up and we don't need to, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a turkey trot family?
No. Are you?
We are. Yes. So my
We
family,
aspire to be. Like I want to be. Half of our family would do it, the
oh,
other
I
half
love
would be
it.
like, absolutely not.
I love it. So I took a few years off of doing it because it was just a lot with Josh's family. They do Thanksgiving earlier in the morning. And so last year I got back into it and it worked out great. I did my heatless curls before.
Yeah.
So my hair was already fixed. I didn't have to get ready too much afterwards. And it worked out really well. Honestly, I felt really good going into the day. Had
Yeah.
lots of energy. Fun fact, turkey does make you tired. It's because of is it tryptophan
It's
in
the
it?
tryptophan. Hmm.
But no, I felt a lot better, and my family is a turkey trap family. Josh is not, so he does not join.
That's funny.
Like, cool. So Gannon did not go last year. We'll see if he gets to go this year.
Yeah.
I kind of like sometimes I feel like it's just way too cold. I'm like, I'm not gonna make him go out and do that, especially when he doesn't have a say in it.
Yeah.
And
And
he's
if you
very,
don't have to, it's kind of nice too. Just like go out
yeah,
and do it. Yeah. Maybe we'll do it this year. We always talk about it. We just don't.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm gonna do
But
it.
yeah, I would say treat it as normal, and let's get into some like holiday prep. How are you prepping yourself? I think number one, the one thing that throws us off is you are not on your typical schedule. So kind of
Mhm.
prep your routine, focusing on like a consistent wake time, even if you're on off work, getting some morning sunlight in, setting a cutoff time for your screens, just the same way you would do if you were working the next day.
Mhm.
I know we kind of get into these habits of like, oh, we don't have to work, we stay up till like 1 a.m. I could not. I mean, not that I never do.
But you
There's
should.
definitely times,
Yeah.
but it's not something I do every weekend or every time I'm off work. Usually I try and keep my routine very similar to when I am working. Every day during the week I get about like 5:10. On the weekends I try and be up by like 6:30.
Yeah.
And so I give myself a little bit of leeway there, but it just helps me feel a little bit better. The more routine you have with your sleep, the better sleep you'll get. I swear.
Yeah. Your body likes that consistency, but treating it as like I'm gonna have my normal wake time. I'm gonna do my normal thing. I think a big one is just prepping kind of like your energy and maybe even like your nervous system, your hormones, all of that before the day. So like maybe getting some morning sunlight, maybe starting off with a turkey trot or like a morning walk or something, not overdoing the caffeine, really thinking like, what am I going into today? I've had a lot of conversations this past week about like my in-laws are crazy or my family is so stressful and like all this. I'm like, you're already gonna be hyped. Like do something that morning to like lower your stress,
Hmm.
center yourself, feel good, allow yourself to enjoy the day. Because when you're like stressed and it's really chaotic and you haven't supported yourself, you're gonna overeat, you're probably gonna overdrink, you're probably just gonna not feel great. And then you're dealing with the stress of your mother-in-law snarky comments. I don't know. I don't have like a snarky mother-in-law, so I don't get it, but you know, yeah,
Yeah.
prepping yourself.
Yes, it
Mhm.
will make a difference. I think a big thing with the nervous system too, this is a conversation I've had with if you feel like you're not someone who's necessarily stressed, but like all signs are pointing to cortisol overload, think about it not so much as like reducing your stress, think about it as more as like slowing down. If
Yeah.
you are a very busy bee, go, go, go person, you might have stress more like internally, not so much finances, relationships, things like that. So maybe the holidays kind of put a little bit more stress on your body because you're
Mhm.
on go, go, go overload. So taking that time to just slow down through the breath work, through the hot showers, through grounding, pausing, whatever it is, just to kind of regulate yourself, that can be super helpful too. Just like you said, the nervous system prep. I would also say, like, going into these meals, thinking about your plate.
Mhm.
Protein every time. Do
Yeah.
not skip the protein, which is nice. Like Thanksgiving, it's usually surrounded around the turkey.
Turkey or ham
Um,
or whatever your
yeah,
family does. Yeah.
yep. So get that protein in, get those devil eggs in. Those can be helpful. But the more you can kind of visualize how to balance it and not fill the rest of your plate with just starchy carbs that are quickly digested, they don't keep you full for very long, they're going to affect your blood sugar. You will also feel a lot better here. And this is where I'd like to use the hack of eating your veggies first. Because even when you look at blood sugar monitors, if you eat your fiber rich veggies, then your protein, then your starchy carbs, you're going to have a better response. When you have a better glucose response, you're going to feel, you're not going to have that crash. You're not going to have
Yep.
more cravings. You're not going to have that energy decrease. You're going to feel a lot better doing that. So I think this is a great time to implement this hack.
Yeah. And also realizing too, and we've said this before, like carbs don't really make you full. So let's fill up on something that's a little more satiating. That way your carb portion is better because Thanksgiving has a lot of carb options. That's just
Hmm.
how it is. The other thing was like just setting yourself up for the day. So my family habitually does this. They're like, we're skipping breakfast, we're saving it for the
Yes.
meal. Like, don't do that. You're going to go into the meal overly hungry. You're going to have a much harder time making, your portion decisions, all of that. Have some protein, go into it feeling satiated, really support yourself going into it so that you don't overeat. If you're traveling, make sure you have some snacks. Like, really figuring out like what's best for me. If you're someone who does multiple Thanksgiving Day meals, maybe you're not having pie at every single meal that you go to, right? Like there was one point in my life where like we did 3 Thanksgiving meals.
Mm-hmm.
Like we
Oh
were just
yeah.
like moving around and I'm like, if I just have like pie at every single one of these, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna be driving home and be completely asleep. Like,
Yeah.
no.
So yeah, I would say we talked about your nervous system. We talked about like your circadian rhythm. We talked about like your routine, prepping your plate, prepping your movement. I don't think this is a time where you should be like, oh, I'm just going to take a break from my strength training. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Still do your strength training. If you have to shorten it, I think that's okay. Set your bare minimums. What's your walks? What's your walk step goal?
Mhm.
Get to there. And then see, here's what I can fit in, schedule it into your calendar. If I know that Thursday is Thanksgiving, we're doing the turkey trot. Okay, that's my movement. I am
Mhm.
not also planning a strength training. It would not happen.
Mhm.
I also know Friday we're going to be busy doing things as well. Not planning a strength training that day. And I'm not going to get up and do it that day. We got other stuff going on. So next week, my goals are I'm going to do, usually I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So this week I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then for the next week, I'm doing Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. You
Yeah.
can always adjust it if you need to.
Yeah, which is why I think being intentional with your movement ahead of time is very helpful because then you can see it before it happens. Like, ooh, I need to adjust these next 2 weeks if I'm still going to hit like my strength training goal. Being
Yeah.
intentional with it. Also thinking about like getting in a little bit of movement around your meal, like after you're done eating, like maybe helping clean up, going outside, playing with the kids, going for a quick walk, doing something, doing movement to help utilize those nutrients. You're going to feel better, but then it's also just going to help with weight loss, with your blood sugar management, all the things that a lot of people tend to just throw out the window during this time, which I'm like, the holidays is about like a month and a half. There's no reason for you just to throw that out the window. Like you can't throw a month and a
Yeah.
half.
You're going to be exhausted
Yeah.
going into the new year.
Don't do that. You don't have to overwhelm yourself with being perfect and having it look like the rest of the year, but definitely don't just go into the other extreme. Like really think about like what are those small things I can do
Hmm.
to keep on track.
And this is also the time where everyone's like, I will focus on these pieces when things slow down. Here's my guess. If you have a very busy holiday season with lots of places to go, the
Mhm.
rest of your year probably looks very similar. Not
It's
that
not
you're
slowing
going,
down. It's not
yeah,
slowing
it's not
down.
slowing down. There's always going to be things, and it's often reflecting the rest of your year. Not to say that you're going to dinners every other of the week typically,
Mhm.
but you probably just have a lot going on. That's what you attract. That's your personality. That's how you created your life. So getting stuck in this mindset of, oh, I'm just gonna wait till he slows down, it's not helping you. It
Mhm.
really isn't.
No. I think it's contributing to the big problem, which is why when January rolls around, we have these elaborate New Year's resolutions, which I'm all about like setting goals and having resolutions. I love it, but I think we make them so much bigger because we're coming off this like chaotic holiday season. When the reality is you can still get good sleep, you can still have good energy, you could still be in control of your cravings, have less bloat, feel in control around party foods, enjoying events without stress. Like and just starting your New Year's as like a neutral or a like, okay, how can I better this instead of that rock bottom? Because that starting and stopping every year, over time, it adds up. This is what you see like habitually as people age, they just like slowly gain weight every single year and it keeps going. It's that start and stop or that whole like, it's the holidays, I can't do this because I want to enjoy myself, but you're not really enjoying yourself.
Yeah,
You're not.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not fun to feel like crap going into the day.
No.
So when thinking about like your 7-day holiday prep plan, I mean, so work on it through this next week.
Mhm.
Set your wake up time and a bedtime cue.
Mhm.
Next day, build that protein first breakfast. What's one that you can easily fall back on? third day, create a 10-minute movement like circuit for yourself that you can throw in. Use ChatGPT for this. Make it easy on yourself.
Yeah. Don't reinvent the wheel.
No.
Yeah.
Stock up on like your go-to snack options. Beef sticks, Aloha bars, applesauce packets. I think they can be good.
hmm Cottage cheese, all the things that you maybe be like, oh, you know what? I'm not going to get this because we're going to shop for Thanksgiving or we're
Uh-huh.
going to have all these leftovers. And then suddenly you're left with like, I don't have any staples that I can fall back
But
on.
we have a ton of rolls.
Yeah, exactly.
So those are things to think about. Maybe think about like what are your favorite foods at these events?
hmm
Go towards those foods. Like I don't care about mashed potatoes that much. So if I'm choosing between mashed potatoes and stuffing, I'm just gonna go for the stuffing. I don't really care for the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Pick your slowdown tool you're going to use. And then I would say the last thing is plan your kind of like bare minimum baseline routine. Like what are things you must get done?
hmm
I think those are good things to think about for this next week on a day
Yeah.
by day basis. Not that you have to do them all today.
Yeah. But just think like, I am going to go into this holiday season feeling supported and prepped. And I promise you, if you do these things and then you reflect on how you feel during this next week, Thanksgiving, you're probably going to feel much more grounded, less stressed, feel like, oh, I didn't just like throw my goals out the window.
Mhm.
I've been working, maybe they haven't looked perfect, but dang, it feels pretty good to like, I still feel like I'm on track. I didn't feel like I got to pick myself back up these 2 weeks before Christmas. You're going to
Yes.
feel much better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference. I I really want to iterate, I guess. Is that how you would say it if I'm not reiterating?
Yeah.
Iterate?
Iterate, reiterate. Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. I want
Oh.
to really, we'll just go with emphasize. I want
Perfect.
to emphasize how important it is to just take care of yourself all the time rather than when it's really convenient.
Yes.
And it's going to feel like harder work right now when you're not used to doing it, but eventually you will get used to it and it's just going to be like brushing your hair every
Yes.
day. I hate brushing my hair,
Me too.
but if I don't, I would look like a disaster because
Yeah.
it's long and it gets tangly.
Yeah. No, it's so true. And I think we do that self-sabotage thing where we're like, I just want to enjoy myself, or it's just one day, or I'll
Mhm.
think about this after the holidays, or it's my vacation, I want to enjoy it. And then the majority of your year is waiting until things are perfect to like, I would rather you be consistent with the bare minimum 80 to 100% of the time than be absolutely perfect 10 to 20% of the time.
And I think we self-sabotage maybe because we're so used to weight loss being just like miserable and a
Yeah.
punishment. So
hmm
it's like, why would we want to do something miserable during the holidays when it's supposed to be happy? And so
hmm
we're like, F it, put it in the
Yep.
bucket.
Yep.
So that doesn't have to be your story anymore. And the more you can reframe and shift that identity of, okay, how do I want to feel, not just on a typical Monday, but on Thanksgiving Day?
And it adds up. Think about all your weekends, all your vacations, all your parties, all your holidays. If you just do small things on all of those times, it makes a big difference overall throughout the year. Like, don't sell it short. Don't sell yourself short. Like, oh, what's movement leading up to the holidays gonna do? Like, what's
Yeah,
a lot? It's gonna do a lot.
it's gonna do a
Similarly,
lot.
like how no movement leading up to the holidays leads
Makes
up
you
to a
feel
lot.
worse.
Like,
Makes you feel like a couch potato.
yeah, exactly. So focus on maybe you're not just like, I'm gonna do this for weight loss, but I'm gonna do this because I want to feel good. I want to
hmm
enjoy my holiday. I want to feel good. I want to feel more in tune with my body. That's why I'm doing it. And maybe you just need that little change in perspective, but you will feel better.
hmm And don't just go through the motions of like, oh yeah, I need to change my mindset. Like, make it happen. Show yourself that this season can look different for you and it'll feel really good.
Mhm. Yeah, which is something we all want. You just want to feel good, you know?
Yes. All
Yeah.
right, everyone. We hope this episode was helpful to kind of get you prepped for the big holiday season. If you have anything else that you feel like you struggle with over the holidays, feel free to send us a message over at Mocktail Minutes and we can create an episode just for you. All right, everyone. Have a good rest of your week and we will talk to you next week.